You've all seen these little blue tablets you get from Flextail in with one of them mug repellent kits. It's in like a little, I'll put a picture up. Right, well what I do is, right, because all them little machines do is give off a bit of heat and heat up the blue tablet. I thought I'm not spending £100. I just bought a load of the blue tablets. Right, stuck the odd one on a stick above the fire, and it's getting warm, and it seems to be working. It seems to be keeping the midges at bay, because we was festered. And by the way, good morning. Yeah, we was festered, so I had to get a fire going, but it was cold. Bloody weather forecast, 80 degrees, my bum. Now it's gone down to 60. That's why you should always basically hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Yeah, and when I say 60, it's not 60 now, it's about 48 now. Alright, but it's going to be about 60 this afternoon. Well, I'm not even going to get into the water until this afternoon, until it warms right up, because as I said, my mistake, forgot my boots and only got me paddle shoes, and I'm not walking into the water's freezing. I'm not walking into the water to get in my boat and paddle, so I'm going to wait till this afternoon when the water warms up again. But I've got plenty to do today. I'm not even that bothered if I paddle or I don't paddle. Right, I've been collecting some dead wood, doing that this morning. I wanted to warm up when I got up this morning. It was freezing, so I started running about the bloody forest, so to speak, collecting any dead wood I could find. Because I'm not going to start chopping down trees. So if anyone's thinking, you're cutting down trees to start a fire? No, I'm finding dead wood. Right? Or if you find like a branch on a tree and you push it with your finger and it falls off, that don't class as chopping down tree. That classes as dead wood and it fell off. It's like, joking apart, there is one or two trees around here I could cut down because they're basically rotten. Right? However, I'll show you. But however, I won't, because they're still clinging to life. They've still got the odd branches on. I don't know if you'll see from. I'll tell you what. Let's go for a walk. Let me coffee cool down. No, I don't even know if you'll see from me yet, but there you go. If I turn that way, pull that down a bit. Not just so I'll tell you what am I doing that for? I don't want to be in shock, do I? I'm trying to show you something, sorry. This branch here, it is all rotten and it's gone mouldy and everything. And I could literally snap that with my fingers. You get me? It is dead as dead, right? Because the base of it over there is snapped and it's completely broken in half and it's all down. But as you can see, there's odd little shoot still trying to fight through. So there's a chance, albeit an extremely small one, right, but there's a chance it just might be able to fight its way back again. So I'm not going to start, I mean there's loads of wood there that'd last me weeks, right, but I'm not going to start chopping bits off and stuff because it's trying. It is trying, so I don't want to be the one to stop it. But when I found bits that are completely and utterly rotten, right, that's different. I mean, this bit here, it's a bit of wood, trust me. Right, you don't need to see every bit of wood I've got. But it was on a tree, and I didn't even see it. I walked by, kicked it with my foot, and it snapped off. It's quite a big bit as well over there, but it actually snapped off as I kicked it, which I thought was quite funny actually. But I've left it there, it's a bit damp, so I've left it there to dry a bit more. I've got some damp wood on now I'm trying to get the smoke, which for me it looks like it's working. I'm not trying to build a fire to get hot because I'm warming up now, the sun's coming out a little bit. It's still chilly, it's only about 50 degrees, so it's not hot, But with this cut, oh, this is that windbreak I was telling you about. I think I mentioned it. If you're interested, tell me and I'll leave you a link, right? But the bottom line is, right, it's well priced, 100% waterproof, got loads of pockets inside, outside, and it does keep you warm, right? It does keep, it's surprising. I expected it to be like one of these rain type waterproof jacket type things, but no, it actually, sorry, there you go, it actually does keep you warm. Right, yeah, I've got a jumper on underneath, right, and me woolly hat on, you know what I mean? But just one jumper on, and I'm quite warm actually. Not a good sub-zero, it needs something a lot warmer, but just for, shall we say, normal weather. Wow, what a view. I have to turn you around and show you that. Don't know if I showed you yesterday, it was a bit cloudy, but wow. If all goes to plan, we're going up there later on. There's a couple of castles I passed on the way here. Right, the only problem is I was battling the wind and I wanted to get to the campsite, which is over there, which went wrong. But yeah, I couldn't really stop because I was fully loaded, and I was worried if I stop and a wave hits me, I'm not going to be able to pull it back because there's way too much weight, way too much. As I was saying, I mean, if I go kayak camping and hopping from one place to another, I'd basically have a backpack full of gear, and that'd be it. Here I've got about 20 backpacks almost. Everything but the kitchen sink. Anyhow, yeah. I'll show you me fishing line, me washing line, I should say. If you can call it a washing line. Just me line here. Got my PFD, got these water shoes, like I said. I mean, these are brilliant in summer and stuff, and any time of year, and they're better at night. That was just me glow stick little lights, so that I don't, in the middle of the night, if I needed to come out, I didn't walk straight into that line. Fire kit, right? Always make sure your knives and your fire kits are somewhere that you know where they are at all times. Like, for instance, my knife, right, is in that bag at the foot of the tent, and the second I've finished using it, it goes back into that bag at the foot of the tent. I don't put it on the floor, not even for a second. It goes straight back over there. But yeah, I'm just gonna have a coffee now, and it looks like that smoke's done its job. This spot here where I am, swarming with midges. Yeah. Thing is as well, that other spot where I was going to, I know one that was popular, and there's loads and loads of people there. I've seen a buddy, James, he stopped there. That's what gave me the idea to come to this loch actually. Yeah, he stopped there, and no midges at all, and I think it's something to do with the way it's laid out. There's sort of like trees over there, and there's nought in the middle apart from a sandy beach. I mean, you're going to get one or two, but I mean, I am getting swarmed. In fact, on my paddles, if I find, well, no, I can't be bothered. I'm not going to change campsites now. I've made my decision. I've planned what I'm doing. I'm not going to start changing my mind because I brought too much gear to change my mind. Anyway, I'll catch you later, and if I'm not on the water, we'll turn this particular video into a chat one. I'll tell you a bit about Scotland and the lochs and stuff. Okay, catch you later. Well then, paddlers, I haven't been out on the water today. Oh, hang on, belt's a bit tight. No, I haven't been out on the water today. I've just been getting the camp set up and stuff, as you can see. That's why I've done like a wide angle shot for you, so you can see what I've been up to. And yeah, it's hot again. It's 70 degrees, so they got it right, apart from the time was wrong. It's 12 noon now, and it said it was going to be as hot as this by about 9 o'clock this morning, which I did find hard to believe. But no, it was a bit of a chilly night, chilly morning, but now it's gorgeous. Cannot complain at all. And that's why I thought I need to get a tarp set up, because I was actually too hot just sat with the sun coming down on me. And because there's a little breeze blowing towards you, shall we say, I've done a half tarp and it just stops. Every time I move back, the chair, I must be on a funny angle, the chair squeaks, and I keep, what's that? What's that? Wondering what it is. Yeah, there's 1 or 2 boats out there today. There's 1 or 2 crazy people. There's actually a fishing boat, I think it's a fishing boat anyway, and it came almost, I thought it was getting out, but it came right up to the front and they were sort of looking, and you know when you can't hear what somebody's saying, but you know they're complaining. You get like, and I think this is like their regular stop when they're fishing or whatever, but it's not a site where you book, it's just hit or miss over here. So just unlucky. It's like when I went to the other spot round the bend, which you will get to see if you haven't already, where the little sandy beach is. I think I filmed that anyhow, so you've probably already seen it, where there's tents all over the place, and that's exactly where I wanted to be, but it's just unlucky, one of them things. But yeah, right. Did you know, I'm going to tell you something about Scotland now, right? There are 160 sea lochs in Scotland. So that wind's picking up a bit and it's just blowing over the top, which is great. So plus it won't bother the fire on a night. Yeah, 160 sea lochs, in other words, full of seawater, so you can't drink it, basically. However, if you think that's a lot, there's just over 30,000 freshwater lochs and lochie. Freshwater lochs, 30,000, and that's just in Scotland alone. Yeah, I was quite shocked to find that information out. 30,000, over 30,000 freshwater lochs in Scotland. Now I know 1 or 2 of you may wonder how's your stomach with drinking from the loch. I've had no problems. I actually read some of a bloke, right, drinks straight from the loch, drinks straight from it, and he's never. But I'd never do that. I would never drink from any wild freshwater source without at least using a purifying thing. You put the water in there, you put your filter on top and you squeeze it through. Or at least boiling the water. I'd never just drink. I see a lot of people who do that, just drink straight from the lochs or waterfalls or whatever, but I'd never do that, no. Anyway, right, Loch, yeah, it's the biggest loch in Scotland, and that shocked me because I thought Loch Ness was the biggest, or even Loch Lomond, but no. Loch Lomond is the widest, this one's the biggest, and Loch Ness, right, is the deepest. That's why we can't find Nessie. She's hid at the bottom. Seeing Nessie, I bet you didn't know, and I would actually have to look this up. This is sort of like one of them facts that I know, but I don't know all the names. There's another loch over there, miles over there. Right, I can't remember the name of it, right, but that's got its own history of a monster living in it, and it's got a really weird name. Like you've got Nessie over there, and it's something like swamp pig, something crazy like that. You get me? It's a really, really really weird name, and I'll have to look it up, right? But I suppose if you just went on a Google search and put monsters in lochs, it'd pop up as well as Loch Ness. But yeah, that's worth looking at. But yeah, so the longest loch, or the longest loch in Scotland, and I'm not surprised when you look at it on a map. I've got a paper map in the tent. I'll have to put it out down there. Now I've got a bit of shelter, I'll put it out and show you exactly where I was, where I started from and stuff. I'll do that later. I'm quite comfy at the moment. Saying that, I've left the bloody water over there. Yeah, bugger, I have to get up again. You see, even though I just said about, this has got loch water in, right, and as you tip it, you filter it out. I still don't drink it at that point. At that point, I'm not getting that out. I put a water purification tablet inside. I double down, alright? Leave it 20 minutes and then I'll drink it. I just have to be extra careful upsetting my stomach, because if I have issues, right? But if I eat or drink the wrong thing or something happens, but if it flares up, there's times when I'm basically in bed for 2 or 3 days, and that's the last thing I need here. You get me? To be laid in the tent not able to move for 2 or 3 days. Bloody parking permit had run out. So that's why using a filter, and then on top of that, right, water purification tablets on top of that. I was considering boiling it as well, right, just as an extra backup, but I haven't took the chance on that, and I know I don't have to, because I was drinking it all day yesterday, and if something was going to happen, believe me, it would have happened last night. But yeah, so I'll be paddling tomorrow. So not really else to tell you. I've just been setting up, and I'm just going to relax today. Today's just been one of the chatty days, we'll say, and no paddling. But that's what I'm here for. I'm not here just to, as I said, this isn't a kayak camping trip. This is a kayak holiday camping. Or a camping kayak holiday, whichever way you look at it. And that's why I want to bother that I ain't been out on the water today. I'll tell you what though, if it gets, well, tomorrow it's meant to be plus 80. If it gets, I won't just be going out on the water, I'll be going in the water, I'll be going for a swim. In fact, it's hot enough to do that today, but I might even take a dip later on today. But I won't be filming it. Trust me, you don't want to see my half-naked body bouncing about at all. I might be getting fitter, I might have lost a lot of weight, I might be working out in the gym, so to speak, but I've still got a long way to go. I reckon at least another 12 months before my body shape is sort of like where I want it. I don't mean all muscular and all I'm Rambo type thing, not like that. Plus at my age it's really difficult to start to build muscle again. Alright, but you'll probably know that. But yeah, I'm just, trust me, you don't want to see me jiggling about in the bloody water with me old man boobs and stuff, and a bit of belly I've still got there, even though I'm quite happy. Right, I've lost quite a bit of weight. Quite a bit of weight around the waist, so that made me feel good. I'm starting to wear clothes I ain't worn for years. I actually had somebody in the shop saying, "Oh, a new shirt." I said, "No, it's from about 20 years ago. I just haven't been able to get the bloody thing on." Throwing out away, mate. Anyway, yeah, I will leave this one here then, and no point coming back tonight or out like that, because you saw the tent lit up yesterday, which was quite clever. Oh, and in case you're worried about if you're thinking you might trip on this during the night or whatever, one, I could let this front down, but I'm not gonna, I'm leaving it all up. These ropes on the side, I know that one on the tree looks really messy, but I've got about 100 foot of rope left, so I've just wrapped it all up and just chucked it in the knot. I thought I'm not cutting it, but they all light up like mad as well when a torch shines on them, so there's no way. Plus I've got a secondary path where I go down there, walk around, so there's no way I could actually walk into the guidelines. Alright, because I go this way round, and that way I'm at the tent and I can't accidentally cut my throat by cutting through that way, which is always a good thing. Alright, I'm just going off shot here because I want some water. Yeah, I left it over there in the shade. At least I know everything would have dried out now. My gear over there. Excuse me. Tell you what, it just tastes like tap water, it really does. Right, I don't know if that's the purification tablet or whatever. What the hell's that? I tell you what, I wish I could see what that is. It looks like a bunch of jet skis, but I know it's not because they're actually on the road. Unless it's a bunch of jet skis on trailers. And that, oh, there's another one. What the heck is that? Hang on, and I'll tell you. What is that? It is over nearly a mile away before you see out. Just a little binocular thingy. I've just been watching boats in the distance and stuff, and I saw some people on top of that mountain over there. But it did look like jet skis to me. Bloody, what do you call it? Camper vans, mobile homes, you know what I mean? People coming up camping. They'll be coming for the, well, it's a bit early for the weekend actually. It's only Thursday today. But yeah, that's what it was anyhow. Bloody mobile homes. Right then, I'm going to leave this one here. And then Midge is back again. Yeah. They don't stay away long. They don't stay away long. I had that fire lit this morning. Just to get rid of the midges, that's all. And they've been gone, so it's like 12:15 now. I got the fire lit first thing this morning, I can't remember what time, but actually it died out, so I wasn't going to waste all my firewood for a few midges. It died out, oh that's not bad I suppose actually. It died out at 10 o'clock. The last bit of smoke and stuff about 10 o'clock. And now it's just gone 12, so they've stayed away for a couple of hours, so I can't really complain. I've got all that sprayy stuff on for midges, even though it probably won't wait because everyone tries a million different things, and I haven't heard one person say, yes, this is 100%. Well, I'll rephrase that, they all say it's 100%, but then you actually see people using it and they say, it don't bloody work. Apparently there's a Scottish one though, and they should know best. I should have stopped and got one. I believe you can get them off eBay anyhow, on Amazon. Called smidge. I think I'm pronouncing that right, with an S, smidge. And it's a Scottish one, and apparently it's really, really good. I could have got one, but I'd already bought that sort of stuff. And you know when you bought something and you think, why buy exactly the same thing just because it's got a different name? But I'll get some next time. Okay then, paddlers, I'm gonna leave this one here for today, and I won't be coming back or out like that. I'm just gonna leave this one completely now. Just a little chatty one today, but tomorrow there'll be some paddle footage, and we'll have a look around the mountains. It's meant to be even nicer tomorrow. Today is 7 mile an hour breezes, but tomorrow is meant to be 3 plus hotter. So it'll be a perfect day to be on the water, and it should be. So it'll be beautiful to be able to stop, look at something, film something, and you know what I mean? So yeah, all I'm gonna say is thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I will talk to you tomorrow, which may be about 4 days for you. Cheers.